there going to be a Zuffa belt where like the winner of the Zuffa belt has a springboard into like Riyadh season and a championship fight, a Ring Magazine fight?
You and I have never talked about this, but the answer is yes.
That's right, of course.
What will happen?
Of course, yeah. Right.
There will be a Zuffa belt, and then there will be a ring belt. And yes, I will not recognize any of the other sanctioning bodies.
It really happened. Jai Opetaia, I don't know what to tell you, bro, but it doesn't look like your goals are going to get realized with Zuffa Boxing and a check-in with Zuffa Boxing. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. I had to make this Ego Thoughts follow-up video. Jai Opetaia, Cruiserweight, has been stripped of his IBF title, right? So his upcoming fight will be for the ring belt and the Zuffa belt, which to me, the Ego Thoughts, this is a far cry from what he initially stated, and that is never a good thing, right? And you're noticing an influx of fighters since Turkey came in, TKO, Dana White, and Zuffa Boxing. Now, all of a sudden, these fighters, many of them are acting brand new, whereas before, they were talking about legacy, they were talking about belts, they were talking about, earning their keep and getting the fans' respect. Now they talking about, I'm the A side, what's my purse? I don't care about these belts. You're seeing an increasing amount of fighters talk about they don't need the belts. The belts are just some little trinkets that collect dust, the trinkets that, you have to pay sanctioning fees for, and now it's some different stuff. I think this is pretty hurtful to the boxing culture that you have this going on, because these, first of all, is fake. It's fake as all get out. Here's why. The people doing it told you something different. Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, right? Jai Opetaia. All of these people came in the game talking about, I want to be undisputed or legacy. Shakur Stevenson said he want to be on Mount Rushmore with the GOATs like Floyd, like Sugar Ray Leonard, et cetera, et cetera. But guess what? All these GOATs that you're mentioning, they did it the old-fashioned way, where the sanctioning bodies were involved. Shakur says his big bro is Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford wouldn't be widely respected if it weren't for the sanctioning bodies. And then Crawford himself, perhaps in one of the dumbest moves that we've seen in boxing, you had a fighter who's coming off a big performance, doesn't want to pay the sanctioning fees, and he's like, man, Mauricio Suleiman, slap yourself. What you mean? Why don't you just take what I give you? Da-da-da-da. Like, who is you, bro? And then he denounces the WBC, gets stripped, doesn't pay for the belt, and then he's talking about, oh, man, he was like, the Ring Magazine belt's the only one that matters, and it's free, and this, that, and the third, right? So my question to you is, why would you do that and create that ruckus this many years into your career, and you've never complained about paying sanctioning fees? This has always been, it's not like they just came out with these new fees, or a restaurant you go to and you've been going for 10 years and the filet mignon costs $25 and now it's $45. It's not that. The sanctioning fees have always been a part of it. I know fighters personally, so I've been known how much it costs, because I know a championship fighter, when they were champions, seen their belts, held their belts, you know what I mean? And they told me behind the scenes how much. So I've been known that was the thing. It's not new. So why did Crawford act brand new and pretty much denounce and say F you to the WBC, and then a week later he retires? What was the point of that? Why didn't you just go out the earnest way? You made a lot of money. The WBC was part of why you had become undisputed multiple times in 3 weight classes. And then now, a week before you retire, instead of just making it peaceful and, responding to the WBC, you take this weird stance and pretty much say you don't need them, and then you retire a week after. You've been to their conventions before, right? Why go out like that? You know what I mean? So it's clear there's an agenda from Zuffa and whatnot. And now back to Jai Opetaia, his belt got taken. And I think it's funny. A lot of people are crying about it. I think it's funny. It's very funny to me because I don't feel the sanctioning bodies aren't perfect. We know that. But I also don't believe in you could talk bad about people, talk about how you don't need a belt, talk about how you're going to get rid of the sanctioning bodies, right? And let's not play stupid like Dana White and TKO and Turkey weren't talking about our belts, the ring belt and the Zuffa belt will be the last belt standing and one to rule them all. Like, it don't matter if you have other sanctioning bodies belt. The only one that will count eventually is our belt, right? So you can't play that game. And then when the sanctioning bodies was like, no, you're not just gonna disrespect our belts like that. We stripping you. Or Shakur Stevenson, when he thought he had 14, 15 days to decide if you want to go back down to lightweight, the WBC said, no, we stripping you. So I like it. It's politics as usual. What did Jay say? Hove, your boy is perfect. Right? I like it because I come from a different generation. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I'm with that. If you talk bad about the sanctioning bodies, don't be surprised when they do smirkish things and snatch their belts back. Especially when Shakur been on record talking about it's a trinket to me and I don't really care, get my money right. And he talking like Bud. Jai Opetaia went on record saying he wanted to be undisputed. This is the opposite of being undisputed if you're losing belts. So I don't know what Zuffa's endgame is. I mean, I know what they told us, but it's not looking good, man. It ain't looking good, bro. You got fighters talking about, I want to be undisputed. You came in the game saying we're getting rid of the multiple weight classes and taking it back to the classic 8 weight classes, but you got a Conor Benn fight with Regis Prograis, nobody asked for, at a catch weight. Bro, get these people out of here. Straight up lies, and you got everybody involved, the media that's involved with them, are willing to lie on their behalf and not keep it real. But not me, though. I thought you were getting rid of the weight classes because there's too many weight classes, right? And then now you got a catchweight fight with Conor Benn, right? What's the point of doing this? So you're really hurting boxing. Then you got fighters who said their goal is to be undisputed, and then you put Jai Opetaia's fight will have the IBF, and then come to find out now we know it won't. So good luck.